and welcome back to the world of Fandom Fights. I'm your host, the King, Caleb Coho, back again for another Fandom Fight singles debut match, our last of 4 in this last little bit. And it's going to be a good one. Here to help me host this one, as always, my lovely co-host and my friend, Tim the Hope Caller. How you doing, Tim?
Yes, I love you very much, pal. Yeah, this is the last match before the teams tournament. Am I right in saying that?
Yes.
That's exciting. Cool stuff is happening. I don't know how these guys are going to do. I don't know anything about Mike. Never met Mike before tonight. Jacob, I've seen him play in debate. He had a bit of a knowledge there. And I also saw him manage. He managed Brotherhood of the Wolf earlier. So there's some interesting stuff going on here.
Absolutely.
But again, I don't know. We'll see how they do.
To quote Michael Yagubian, allow me to shed a little light on the subject. Jacob E. West, we've seen in multiplex before. He started in the Sports Battlefield division. He played with Matt Graham as one half of the Viking Raiders team last season. And we saw him most recently, of course, managing Brotherhood of the Wolf. So he is not a stranger to these parts. A stranger to these parts, however, is Mike the Hype Man Shea. Last anyone's really seen of him, he was a highly ranked contender over in the other league, the face place. And then is now over at Spence's Ontal experiment. So this is going to be a lot of fun to see both of them come step into the Fandom Fight singles division, and we will see how they do.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Right now in promos.
I'm going up against some guy named like Steve or Pedro or Tommy or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the guy. I don't know anybody here. I'm new here. Hi. How's it going? Mike Shea, the hype man here. You may have seen me in the movie trivia face-off where I was the rightful #1 contender in the Geek League until they changed the rankings the day after my match, because that makes sense. Because hey, he earned this. Let's take it away from him. But I'm here to redeem myself. I'm here to redeem myself, and I'm here to make sure that everybody knows I'm not here to play around. I'm here to play. Obviously, I'm here to have fun. That's what hype's all about. But when I'm taking on Carl today, or Greg or whatever his name is, I just I hope he's ready to have fun, but I hope he's also ready to play seriously, because we can do both at once. You can do 2 things at once, kids. It's a thing. So anyway, what I'm really trying to say to Marcus is, hey man, hope you're ready to play. Let's do this, Sven. Come on, let's go.
What is up, everybody? It is your 38th favorite dad in the fan league community, Papa West, Jacob West. And I'm here for one thing, and that is not to let Mike know that my name is, in fact, Jacob. Very easy to remember. It's one of the most common name for men. I'm not here for that. I'm here looking for someone. You might know him as Caleb, the little boatman. See, I have some unfinished business with him, because about 25 years ago, I went to a gas station looking for this movie called Forrest Gump. And I went on a journey to find this movie. And I couldn't find it. And it took me 25 years. And finally, this weird little man in a raincoat told me, have you heard of this thing called voodoo? I don't know what the crap voodoo is. But he's like, you can buy movies digitally. So Caleb, I went home and you weren't there. I got a movie. I want to build a relationship through movies. But no, in all serious, let's have fun. And it's Jacob, not Carl or whatever else you said. I don't care.
All right, Tim. Mike coming in. He's coming in pretty confident. Apparently something was taken from him. And Jacob, apparently we found Boatman's dad. There he is. He's back for his boy. We'll see if they do get to meet here in Fandom. But what did you think of those fire promos?
I'm confused. I thought Mike was. Mike has a very nice voice. He sounds like he belongs on the microphone. You know what I mean? Like, it's very very. I liked his voice. I liked the way that he spoke. I thought it was funny, all the different names, the Carls and whatnot. And then Jacob just confused me. Usually Jacob's a funny guy, but I'm confused by the boatman stuff. I don't get it. I'm not in the loop on something, everybody. But no, I think this is going to be a great match. Both seem excited. Both are looking to have fun. It's going to be a good time.
Absolutely. But with that, we'll go ahead and get right around number one, which works like this. You're each going to get 10 questions with 1 point apiece from 10 different areas within the realm of Fandom Fight. Should you get all 10 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
What are you guys doing in my room? Wait.
Where'd he get the fluffy unicorn? I want a fluffy unicorn.
The fewer questions you ask, the better, Steven.
Well, you can get them in the gift shop. All right, your first question comes in the category of Star Wars. In A New Hope, what planet does Tarkin destroy using the Death Star?
Whoever wrote this question is a genius.
A brilliant human.
I don't know who it was.
I actually don't know either.
It was one of the 3 of us.
There's a 33% chance it was me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jacob.
I almost blanked. Alderaan.
And Mike.
Alderaan.
Both are correct. As we get to the second question, Tim.
Yep, second question is in the category of YA dystopia. Who kills the villainous member of Dauntless, Eric, in Insurgent? If you had to pick one of these factions to be a part of, which one would it be?
Kingsman. 5, 4.
Good answer.
3.
That was good.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Mike this time.
Colonel Mustard in the library with a wrench.
That's incorrect. And Jacob.
I don't remember what you changed your name to. I put Beatrice.
We're looking for 4. For 4. Also would have accepted Tobias. Which is a fun name. All right, your third question is in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for both a Superman movie and a Jurassic Park movie?
I like to call the Jurassic Park movies JP, sometimes even JW.
I like to call
JW.
them. I like to call them JWFK.
JWFK, man.
3, 2,
JWD.
1. Pens down. We will start with Jacob.
One of the best composers in the world, John Williams.
And Mike.
I said James Horner.
John Williams is correct, so Jacob will take the 2-1 lead, Tim.
Next question is in the category of Disney live action. Who plays Alexander's father, Ben, in Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day? I'm like Nick Tubig said once, I'm waiting for the day where we ask, what movie does this happen in? And someone has to write that
all out
title.
And someone's going to mess up because they flipped terrible and horrible in the wrong spot. Yeah, it's going to be the worst day ever. It's going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day for that person. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get booed by Tubig. Pens down. We'll start with Mike.
It's been a while for this one, so I just put who cares.
Jacob.
I never watched the movie. I read the book, though. Steve Carell.
Steve Carell is correct for a point. 3-1, Jacob, as we get to the fifth question, which is in the category of DreamWorks animation. In Over the Hedge, RJ the raccoon has to try and replace food for Vincent, who is what type of animal?
This movie blows.
I really like this movie.
Of course you do.
It's kind of fun.
Of course you like
It's
the
fun.
2006, like
the 2000s era DreamWorks might not be good movies, but they're movies that I enjoy because I watched them a million times.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thumbs down.
We'll start with Jacob.
It's a bear.
Mike.
I said fox.
Bear is correct, so it is 4-1, Jacob, going into the sixth question, Tim.
Bears.
Yep. Question is in Fandom quotes.
Battlestar Galactica.
Fandom quotes. What MCU character says, "Oh, look, it's a little puppy, all happy and everything. Do you want to go to space, puppy? I'll take you to outer space."
It's a great fucking line.
I agree. I know who wrote this question.
You're right, I did. 100%. It was me, Vincent. It was me all along. I don't even know if that's the right line, but anyway.
I don't fucking know either. Got to repeat.
That is Mike's first repeat. What?
Question again. Oh, sorry. What MCU character says, "Oh look, it's like a little puppy, all happy and everything. Do you want to go to space, puppy? I'll take you to outer space."
I forgot whose question it was for about 10 seconds.
You really wanted to say it. I understand.
I really want to say the line. You want to say the line?
My God, we're falling apart here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Mike.
Rocket Raccoon.
Jacob.
Mantis.
Rocket Raccoon is correct. Mike closing the gap down 4-2 as we get to the 7th question, which is in the wizarding world. Name 2 characters who are petrified by the basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets.
There was a match once, way back when, last summer, I think, where I asked a Wizarding World question. I was on the desk with Brooklyn, and I said, "Harry Potter, Brooklyn Vale," and then he went, "Timbercala." And I was like, "That wasn't a British accent." He said, "Really? I think it sounds British." And I said, it's not. That was not good at all. It was one of my favorite moments ever because he was so certain. Pens down.
We will start with Jacob.
So glad I watched his movies. Nearly Headless Nick and Hermione.
And Mike.
I said Hermione, Colin Creevy, and just for good measure, Mrs. Norris.
That is correct. So 5-3. Let's get to the 8th question, Tim.
The question is in the category of Jurassic Park. Which dinosaur kills Eli Mills at the end of Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom? Or, as you said earlier, Coho, JWFK.
JWFK. When in doubt, JWFK.
What movie are you seeing tonight? Oh, I'm just going to go see JWFK.
I like it better when you just don't know what that means. Like, you walk up to a random on the street. How's Jay going? JWFK.
I really like the F and F P H and S.
100%. 5.
Do you know what I was?
Bless
No?
2. 1.
If you can figure it out, I'll give you a bonus question.
Down. We'll start with Mike.
I believe it was a T-Rex.
And Jacob.
But the Indominus Rex.
T-Rex is correct. So Mike closes that gap down to a 1-point game, 5-4, as we go into your penultimate question in the category of Marvel. Wholesale Marvel, not of the cinematic universe variety. Which 2 films in the X-Men universe feature the character of Sabretooth, a.k.a. Victor Creed?
To be clear, the one that I was talking about before was Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, I love it. I knew it was something Fast and Furious because you said F and F, and I was like, yep, I know that. Can we put those movies back in Fandom? I was like the only one who liked them.
God, no.
Please. 5.
Although it did create probably my favorite
2.
question
1.
ever.
Pens down. You'll have to tell me later. Jacob.
X-Men Origins Wolverine and then X-Men.
Mike.
X-Men and X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Both correct. 6-5 going into the last question of round 1, Tim.
Yep, close game as we get into the final. It is in Disney animation. In Ralph Breaks the Internet, what item does Spamly tell Ralph and Vanellope they can steal from Shank in order to get the money that they need?
This guy knows everything's coming up. Jacob. Papa West getting a lot of family films in this fandom world.
I have kids.
Exactly.
Of course.
Exactly. I just realized that. I was like, all the kids' movies coming up today.
3, 2, 1. Pens down.
We will go to Mike.
I said the BFG.
Jacob.
I said not a shank.
You are correct that it is not a shank. It is a car.
That's right.
So, at the end of round number 1, Jacob holds a 1-point lead, 6 to Mike's 5. But anything can happen as we get to round number 2, which is the wheel round. And it works like this. You're just going to get a spin from the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. If you like the category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions with 2 points apiece. You can opt to multiple choice, but it devalues the point down to being only worth 1. Keep aware of your surroundings because stealing is in this round. You can spin again, but you're stuck with whatever you land on the second time. Any questions as we get to round number 2?
Nobody steal my unicorn.
I will try not to.
All right, so the categories on today's wheel are Star Wars, Rocky, Middle Earth, Star Trek, Wizarding World, James Bond, MCU, and fandom quotes. Jacob, you are in the lead. Do you want to go first or second?
Can I consult my manager real quick? Hey, little Sean. No, I'm not going to say that. That's me. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go first, please.
Okay. Sounds
The
good.
Jim Green School of Consulting Your Whiteboard.
That's what I was about to say. All right.
Oh, no, it's
it
little
lands,
Sean.
It lands on the Wizarding World. Would you like to keep that?
I don't hate it. You're right. Spin that one more time, please.
All right. We are spinning one more time. Gotta keep this. It lands on Star Trek. All right. I'll go ahead and give you your questions in Trek, Mr. Jacob. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Your first question. Who plays Spock in Star Trek Into Darkness?
Leonard Nimoy.
That's incorrect. Mike.
For the purposes of this, yeah, that is incorrect. Mike, chance for a 2-point steal.
Zachary Quinto.
That is correct for 2 points.
Challenge. Leonard Nimoy Spock is in the movie, is he not?
Is that your what is your official challenge?
That is an official challenge. Leonard Nimoy Spock is in the movie.
All right.
You did not say the younger version of Spock. You just said Spock.
We will go discuss it right now, and we will be right back after the challenge. All right, we are back from the challenge. We decided, having consulted with many people, we did not specify which Spock we were talking about. Therefore, both answers would have technically been correct. So we've decided to just, instead of awarding the 2 points to either competitor, throwing out the question, giving a new question. So we will be giving Jacob a new question in Star Trek. Your replacement question is, which Star Trek film marks the first time someone took the Kobayashi Maru test on screen?
Star Trek 09.
That's incorrect. Mike, chance for a 2-point steal.
Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Jacob, your next question. Which Trek film was directed by Stuart Baird?
Star Trek Nemesis.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What is the name of the starship that Cruise destroys, stranding Savick and David on Genesis in the search for Spock? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options are A, the USS Reliant, B, the USS Saratoga, C, the USS Excelsior, or D, the USS Grissom.
The USS Saratoga.
That is incorrect. Mike, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, the USS Reliant, B, the USS Saratoga, C, the USS Excelsior, or D, the USS Grissom.
D, the USS Grissom.
That is correct. For 1 point, we have a tie game.
Tie.
Your fourth question in Star Trek, Jacob. What position does Geordi LaForge hold under Picard? Five.
Multiple choice, please.
All right, your options are A, Chief Engineer, B, Chief Science Officer, C, Chief Medical Officer, or D, navigator?
Chief engineer.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in Star Trek. In Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, what crime are Kirk and Bones charged with? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options are A, assassination, B, mutiny, C, disobeying orders, or D, piracy. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Mutiny.
That is incorrect. Mike, chance for a 1 point steal. Your options are A, assassination, B, mutiny, C, disobeying orders, D, piracy.
Assassination.
That is correct for 1 point and a tie game.
All right, so at the end of Jacob's turn, we are all tied up at 9 as we bring back the wheel for Mike's spin.
All right, Mike, this will be your spin. Lands on the Wizarding World. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'm going to keep it.
All right.
All right.
Keeping Wizarding World.
I will then give to you your questions in the category of the Wizarding World. Your first question, Mike. What country does Ron's brother Charlie work with dragons in?
Romania.
That's correct for 2 points. In which film of the series do Ron and Hermione kiss for the first time?
Deathly Hallows Part 2.
That's correct for 2 more points. In The Half-Blood Prince, who runs out to fight alongside Harry at the last moment when the Death Eaters attack the burrow?
Ginny.
That's correct for 2 more points. Your penultimate question in the category of the Wizarding World. Where are the second Salemers meeting outside of when Newt wanders past in Fantastic Beasts and where to find them?
Repeat the question.
I'll be your second repeat. Where are the second Salemers meeting outside of when Newt wanders past in Fantastic Beasts and where to find them?
The bank.
That's correct for 2 more points. And your last question in the category of the Wizarding World. How many directors have directed a Wizarding World film?
Seven.
That is incorrect. Jacob, the chance for the 2-point steal.
8.
That's also incorrect. We're looking for 4. 4. All right. So at the end of round number 2, Mike has the lead 17 to Jacob's 9. But anything can happen as we get to round number 3, which is the betting round. And it works like this. We are going to give you the category, and you are going to write down and show us how many points you'd like to bet between 0 and 2 points. If you get the question right, you will gain those points. If you get the question wrong, we'll lose those points. We will go until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions as we get to round number 3?
What's my score again?
Is 17 to 9.
How many questions are there?
5.
Okay.
5 questions. All right. So your first question that you can bet points on is Middle Earth. Write down and show us how many points you'd like to bet in Middle Earth. So, and a solid match, Tim.
I enjoy the Middle Earths as well.
I don't.
I know you don't. I know you don't, buddy.
I watched them for you, though. I watched
You
them.
did, and I appreciate it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll get bets starting with Mike.
1 point.
And Jacob.
2.
All right, your question in the category of Middle Earth. In The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, how many trolls attempt to cook the dwarves before Gandalf comes and saves them?
You know who's a troll?
Me?
I was going to say Nazario Montenegro.
Oh, me and him went to the same academy of trolling people. He
I
became my
fucking love
teacher
it.
after 2 years.
But you're just trolling people.
1. Pens down. We will start with Mike
3.
and Jacob.
3.
Both are correct. 18-11. As we get to the next question, Tim.
Next question is in the category of Pixar. How many do they want to bet on Pixar? Let's find out, starting with Jacob.
2.
And Mike.
I also bet 2.
All right, your question in Pixar. Which Radiator Springs town member calls the press to alert them that Lightning McQueen is in Radiator Springs in Cars?
I didn't write this question.
You didn't. One Tuig did. And I said, how dare you, sir? How dare you?
It's a good question. I like it.
It is a good question. But
I like this movie.
Shit movie.
It's not shit. One of my favorite experiences was
How
watching this
dare you.
Delirious. I was watching this movie Delirious with Red Sean Boatman.
I think most people would agree with me more than you guys. Let's
You're not wrong.
let's look at the Pixar ranked lists around here.
Should be in the top 10. Pens down. We will start with Jacob.
The only one I can name, Doc Hudson.
Mike.
I said Doc Hudson.
Both are correct. 20-13. Let's get to the third question, which is the category of Marvel. Wholesale, non-cinematic universe Marvel. How many points you want to bet on? Marvel. It's going to be my new thing.
Wholesale,
non-cinematic universe Marvel.
We've got your Electras. We've got your Daredevils. We've got your Punishers. Come on down.
I'm going to hire Mike to do that every time for me. I'm just going to play it off my phone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will get bets starting with Mike.
I'll bet 1 point.
And Jacob.
2.
All right. Your question, the category Marvel. What is the real full name of the Punisher? This is getting to be a tight endeavor.
Lots of points being bet here on today's Fandom fights.
A lot of shots being taken. As Jacoby says, fortune favors the bold.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Now available at TeePublic. Pens down. We'll start with Mike.
Frank Castle.
And Jacob.
Frank Castle.
Is correct. 21-15. So we get to your Pent Ultimate question, which comes from what category, Tim?
It comes from Disney Animation, the animated Disney movies.
This is a tight one. Both look ready. We'll get bets starting with Jacob.
I forgot we were doing stuff for a second. 2.
And Mike.
I also bet 2.
All right, both taking the shot. What's the question, Tim?
The question is, what type of animal is Assistant Mayor Bellwether, voiced by Jenny Slate in Zootopia?
Could see a big swing if Mike misses and Jacob hits.
Do you have aspirations to be the assistant mayor?
No, but I may or may not. I'll tell you about it later. That joke's not going to go over well.
4,
It's
3,
actually not a joke.
2, 1. Pens down.
We'll start with Mike.
There's a sheep.
And Jacob.
Coho, you have the hair for it. Sheep.
And your winner, Mike, the hype man, Shea.
I do not think about failure. I'm a god, I shall get my own train. Every time I'm around, it's a hype.
He brought his own music, Tim. All right, but we'll go ahead. We'll go into post-match interviews. It was a good game. We'll start with our winner today, Mike. You pulled out the win there. How do you feel?
I was nervous going in the beginning. There are certain things I'm not as up on, like the YA stuff, and I swear there's a problem in every league you go into. Whenever they say Middle Earth, 75% of them are freaking Hobbit questions. But all in all, I feel pretty good, man. It coming out of movie trivia face off, I was pretty shook because there was the whole upset with the standings, and then World War Geek. Can I curse?
Go fuck it. Go for it.
Yeah, I really shit the bed in the World War Geek at the end of movie trivia face off. So nervous coming in, especially I had a little bit of a shaky round one. I bounced back pretty good, but hands off to Jacob or Charlie or Fez or whatever his name is. But no, seriously, no, he made me work for it. He really did. Feel good. I feel kind of energized and kind of feel like there's still some hype left in the old hype man.
That's good to hear. We're glad to hear it. Now you start out 1-0 in the Phantom Fights division. Is there anyone you're looking to face now that you've got that first win under your belt?
I'm so new to this, man. I haven't gotten quite a feel yet for who all's out there. At this point, I'm just saying taking all comers. I want to see what I can do. I want to spread my wings a bit more and see what everyone else is capable of.
Absolutely. All right. So there you have it. Mike Shea up for grabs for anyone. So we'll go ahead and we'll go to our unfortunate loser today, Jacob E. West. You were winning out of round one. You played a solid game. Then you hit Star Trek, and I could tell that wasn't a category you were feeling particularly hard. How do you feel?
I feel okay. Fun fact, hardly any of those slices on that wheel I wanted, except for my 2 strengths. I was not a big fan of that wheel. And hey, it happens, but still, I got 17 points. I did a lot better than I was planning on. And Mike, you don't remember my name? Joke's on you. I go by anything. Jacob, Jake, Frank, hey, you fat kid, bald and ugly. I go by anything.
Well, damn. That's sad. But hey, you're around here. We call you Papa West. So we'll see you when you come back. And 0-1 means nothing. Is there anyone you'd like to play to try and get yourself back up to 500?
There are 2 people on my list. One, he believes he has a rivalry with me, so why not start it up? And that would be Nico Suave Rigoli. And then the second, the person I actually wanted to start a rivalry with Sports Battlefield, unfortunately, that just never happened. It never happened in all multiplex. I want the little chef, Brooklyn.
All right, well, Brooklyn Vale, Nico Suave Rigoli, you heard it here first. Papa West, he's coming for you. All right, so we will throw it back to the desk with Tim Bracala. Final thoughts on this match as we wrap it up in a nice little bow.
Yeah, it was a nice back and forth match. It sucks when like every match has a loser, but I think both played well today. I like the back and forth matches. They make me happy. They make me smile on the inside. So it was nice to see some good competition today from 2 debut players who both proved that they can hang around here. So yeah, we'll see what happens next time.
Absolutely, but that'll do it for us. For everyone here, that has been Mike. That has been Jacob. That has been Tim. I have been Caleb. This has been Phantom Fights. We'll see you guys real soon with another great match.
Maybe.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.